We're going to talk about the future of publishing. We're going to also talk about the trends, the opportunities, and the money, honey. Okay, here in 2024. Hey guys, I'm Sharita Deloach. If you're new here, welcome. If you're OG, put OG in the comments to let people know that you are OG, you've been here, and I appreciate you. And on this channel, I talk about how you turn your skills into cash by providing passive income tips for writers, publishers, and creatives. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, like this video and hit the notification bell so when I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. All right. So I would love to see you and meet you in my newsletter. I send out a newsletter Monday through Friday, and it's very short and sweet to the point. I actually send out 3 valuable resources to my publisher, writers, and creative friends, helping you to elevate your digital publishing game. I'm also going to send you a swipe file of 50 plus creative ways to turn your writing skills into money. Go ahead and hit the link in the description, or you can go to sharitadeloach.com/newsletter and you can get instant access plus your swipe file. All right, so let's get into today's content, talking about the future in publishing. And before I start with the first trend that we have, when it comes to publishing, if you're new or maybe you haven't published any type of work, what we will know in the last 2 or so years, we have seen so much technical growth. We've seen different digital platforms emerge. AI is very much present. So the evolution of both of all of those things happening, we're going to see a lot of challenges, but amazing opportunities for authors, publishers, and creators that want to really monetize their work. So it's not just about publishing the book anymore. It's really about going beyond that and being creative with what we bring to the table besides just a book. Okay. So I'm going to go into the first one, which is digital and audiobook growth. Now, when it comes to trends, ebooks have been very, very popular, especially since 2020. Okay, when the things happen, ebooks and audiobooks are going to continue to rise. So if you are an author and if you have a book out there, maybe you have an ebook, maybe you have just a book, I want you to explore the audiobook version of your book as well, because there are so many digital platforms that allow readers to not only just read on iPads. Now people are reading on phones. I know I do. Smartphones, also audios as well. So there are a lot of digital audio platforms as well that's going to allow your readers to hear your voice in your audio. So it's super, super convenient. So that's the opportunity that you're going to be able to see for authors and publishers that can leverage those trends by diversifying your formats for your book. So that's what I hope that you are in the process of doing this year, so you can open up those different revenue streams. Okay. Number 2 is self-publishing and direct sales, because years ago, it used to be a barrier when it came to publishing. You had to get an agent and all those good things, and then you had to pay the fee or you get royalties. Okay, that's great, but that's so old news now. Now self-publishing is really on the rise. Many creators such as myself, we can go on platforms such as Amazon KDP, Smashwords, and we can go and publish our work, and our work can get out there without the gatekeeping of third parties. Now, there are some individuals that still are looking to get publishing deals and those type of things. That part is not going away, but the people that may not be able to get those publishing deals or get their books into different bookstores, which even now some publishing platforms are making it easy for you to get your books into bookstores. You can do this on your own, even through Walmart and Targets. Yes, it's going to take a lot of legwork, but you can do this yourself. The opportunity that we're going to see is that a lot of writers are going to be able to take control now of the publishing process, which essentially what the publishing is all about. If you get an agent, you get a deal, it's about control. So now authors are taking that back. Okay. However, not only do you take control of the publishing process, but also the writing, the editing, the marketing and sales, and you get to keep a larger portion or profit when it comes to your own books. Now, when it comes to direct sales, you are going to see a lot of authors start to not only just publish on platforms such as Amazon KDP, but they're going to venture off to their own websites or using platforms such as Shopify. Shopify has been a great platform for authors to direct and for direct sales. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of that, a lot of those opportunities coming up. Again, it's back to getting your own profits for your books. Okay, it goes back to what I just said, control. It goes back to control. All right. So the third trend is a subscription models. All right. And a centralized content. Okay. Serialized content. You're going to see where a lot of authors are now going to say, hey, listen, I have other content that I want to put out for my readers. And so you're going to see a lot of these platforms become more subscription service, such as like Scribe, Audible. Audible is already a subscription service. You're going to see that on a rise. Patreon is definitely the platform a lot of authors are using to give their readers behind the scenes, to give them, merch and things like that, where you can get a little bit more closer to your authors. You used to not be able to do that. A lot of the authors wanted to just write their books and they wanted to live their life, and you really didn't have that close contact with your authors. I mean, not with your authors, but with your readers, unless they so happen to see you at a book signing, and that depends on if you were traveling to the different cities to do book signings. So now Patreon and Substack as well. Substack is a great platform where you can write articles, but not only that, you can really, really foster a community of individuals that love your writing, they love your work, and they want to get a little bit more closer to you. So you're going to see that become more popular amongst authors. Now, here's the opportunity. Now, publishers and authors can definitely explore these models where you can create consistent income. Okay. And I did a video here recently about the passive income streams for authors. Not just authors, but writers and publishers and creatives. I'll link that in the description so you can take a look at that. And I did mention about memberships, the subscription model. You're going to see this a lot because a lot of authors now want a more steady income besides relying on an agent to get you a book deal, and then you get your royalties up front, which you don't get all of them up front. They put those checks out within months of your contract, and then it's taken it takes about a year or so before your book gets on the calendar to be published. So you're going to see a lot of opportunities around the subscription model. So if you are an author and you don't have some type of subscription model, it doesn't have to be super expensive. I've seen subscription models, especially for Patreon, where they have like 3 different levels. Like one level could be $5. The next level can be 7 and then 10. It's not about breaking the pockets of your readers, but it's allowing them to get a little bit more closer. And your readers want that. They really, really want that. Okay. Number 4, we're going to see a lot of interactive and multimedia content. And what I mean is you're going to see, because of the rise of virtual reality is VR, a lot of video content, especially YouTube. Digital publications are on the rise as well. If you're not writing articles on medium.com, what are you doing? Because that's where people are sourcing information. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to capitalize on this by embracing the technology, embracing the AI, embracing the virtual reality, embracing these things, because they're very much a part of our reality now. You can, as a publisher, especially if you offer author services, you can enhance your skills, and you can charge more for your publishing packages. Even if you're publishing your own books, you can enhance your readers experience. So you can include VR, virtual reality, and make it a little bit more enhance for your readers. You can also think about it if you are writing educational materials, children's books, and nonfictions books. These type of things, using VR and using the reality, using video and using those digital publications, would definitely enhance the experience for your reader. So it's going back to the reader. It's really centralizing your publishing works through the reader, and not just, yes, you as the author, you want to benefit, but it's not about you, it's about your readers. Okay, now the next is going to be data driven publishing. What the trend that we're seeing, there's going to be a lot of data, meaning as you're publishing book, you're going to want to use more data than you would just having this idea. All right, the reason, this is what, let me break this down just a little bit. Now you really need to use data analysts to understand readers' trends, their habits, their preference when it comes to books. Instead of just saying, "Oh, I have this idea, I want to write this book," and thinking people, you have to write books and publish books that people are looking for. All right, so that needs to be your marketing strategy, your content creation strategy, because if people are not looking for it, then they're not going to buy it. So we're living more of a data driven publishing now more than ever. And what you can do is, as a publisher, as authors, you can use the insight to gain that data, and you can tailor your content, tailor your books to improve your reader engagement and your sales. Because if you're putting out a book that your readers are looking for, it's going to cause you to have more members in your membership, if you have one, to create more income in your business as an author, as a writer, or even as a publisher. Okay, so look at the data. There are so many tools out here that can help you find this data. Okay, so especially using, there's one called AMZ. It's a plugin, it's a free plugin, and you can literally put in words and searches inside. Sorry, guys. You can literally put in searches inside of Amazon KDP, and whatever is popping up is what people are searching for. There's some numbers beside it to let you know, and it's really color coordinated, so let you know this is trending, this is what people are wanting. So many different AI tools as well. vidIQ is amazing for, like, YouTube. They have integrated so much where you can find out what's trending, the data when it comes to videos. Okay, so that's just one part. Is something I need you to think about even when it comes to your books. Okay. Number 6, let's talk about the niche or the niche in specialized content. There's going to be a growing demand for content that serves specific interests, communities, and niche markets. So this is partly due to a lot of information being out there, but there's a lot of information that is desired for your readers. As an author and a publisher, what you can do to capitalize is focus on niche topics and specialized genres. So catering to specific audiences that can lead to a higher engagement and, of course, loyalty and money as well. So it's going to be a lot of opportunity for premium prices for specialized content. For example, there's the health niche, right? But if you get a little bit more specific and say you want to write a book to Black women, that's something that Black women struggle with, diabetes. If you get more niche, instead of saying, "Hey, I want to write this book for people to get fit," and specialize it to a Black woman that has diabetes and how she can cure it. Okay, the more niche, not just niche, but the wording that you use, and what people are looking for. Maybe even a book for Black women to help her to cure or manage her breast cancer. You see how that one right there, yes, it's a specialized niche. It's a niche, but it's specialized, and it's specialized for a particular person. Like for me, I've definitely specialized in writing and publishing. I can write a book specifically for let's say, men who are in the health niche that want to write a health book. So the book can be catered to that particular audience, that particular niche. So the more niche and specialized you get, the content that you put in your book, I can definitely see that being more and more profitable for you as the author, and you're able to help solve even bigger problems. Okay. The last one is global market access. When it comes to digital publishing and the way you can publish your books, it is so easier to reach a global audience now. You have so many different platforms, Amazon, KDP. You can publish your book and it can reach not only United States, but it can reach people in London. It can reach international as well. So I want to conscious you, not just conscious you, but encourage you as a writer to get more specific even with your books, but how you can put your books into other languages. So this is a great opportunity for you to expand your market, to translate your work into those multiple languages so that you can adapt to other cultures. Okay. So if you're writing specifically, like if I'm writing a book about health, or black women in health, there's African American women or black women are not just in the United States. There's some that live in other countries, or they speak different languages. So how can you cater to that Pacific audience if they don't speak English? So I want you to think about how much of the opportunity and the impact that you can make. And even in a time right now, we living in the AI stage where it's easy for you to pull up sites like Chat GPT and have it to translate it into a different language. So it's there. The opportunity is here. It's just a matter of people's season, and it's always going to be that 1% that really go in and do it. So when it comes to publishing, there's a lot of opportunities for monetization, but you got to take a strategic approach in how you do this. So I hope that these trends helped you to see where I feel like we are going and what you need to focus in when it comes to your writing, your publishing efforts. Whether you provide services, you're a publisher and you provide services to other authors, think about your offerings as well, and how you can expand and make things, a little bit more better for where we are now. So package your books, package your publishing packages for future results, because we're headed in a different direction.